Much for that, Prashant. Meanwhile, by all accounts, the auto sector is the poster child for Narendra Modi government's job creation mantra. CNBC TV18 analysis, though, has revealed that in the last fiscal, the country's top four automakers, Maruti Suzuki, Tata Motors, M&M and Hero MotoCorp, together created over 13,000 new jobs. But CNBC TV18 reports that even here, all is not as it seems. Take a look.
The auto industry is creating jobs. Lots and lots of new jobs. The top four automakers alone created 13,000 new jobs in 2015-16 as compared to the previous year. But don't break open the bubbly just yet. A bulk of the new jobs created was on a contract or temporary basis. Usually, auto companies hire additional staffers to help tide over sudden spikes in demand. And these workers are let go once things normalize. These workers also do not qualify for basic entitlements that permanent or salaried workers do, so they cost the company a lot less. In FY16, Maruti Suzuki hired 2,685 employees in total. Out of these, nearly 2,100 were on a contract basis. Overall, in FY16, contract workers represented 42% of the company's total workforce, much higher than the 38% during FY15. M&M too added 1,230 people to its workforce last fiscal, of whom 966 were on a contract basis. Overall, that's 49% of the workforce being temporary against 48% in FY15. Hero MotoCorp hired over 2,300 workers, around 2,000 workers of whom were temporary. Nearly half of the 7,000 people Tata Motors hired were temporary as well. These companies also saw the percentage of contractual workers rise year on year. Now, the numbers for Tata Motors represent overall global operations. However, company executives have confirmed to CNBC TV18 that the India weightage in these numbers is very high and that the share of contract workers had indeed gone up. So why choose temporary workers? Apart from the obvious cost benefit, as a Maruti spokesperson said, the demand for automobiles in India fluctuates a great deal. The difference in demand between the peak season and the low season could be as much as 25%. To cope with these fluctuations and build in flexibility, the industry has traditionally used a system of hiring labor on short-term contract, unquote. Experts say that whatever the reason, the spike in the hiring of contractual workers suggests that the recovery in the auto industry is still fragile, and companies are not keen on risking too much capital at this stage. With the festive season coming on, they also expect this trend of increased hiring to continue for the next couple of months. But the real test of the recovery will be whether these new recruits will be permanent or temporary additions to the workforce. In New Delhi with Ronojoy Banerjee, Arif Sherwani.
So it's interesting, 13,000 jobs being created in FY16, but majority,
70% are on contract.
Coming